case with the pronouns. It seems basic, and but we'll devote this class or the next one too to these 2-3 themes, which are really basic in terms of what they do, but they are foundation for everything else you want to build to, right? And for that, we are doing this one. Okay, so we'll just start with this one, right? See, with me, there is not a scheme about articles, or I won't say ki, you can devise a way whether where you can, uh, just a minute. Okay, right. Yeah. So I don't have any scheme as such that you can, learn by magic or something, the entire series of articles. I used to have problems, but there are some strategies to do that, right? So we'll discuss today some of the strategies, and I hope this is visible to all of you. And let me know if you can't read it out or something. I'll also share it after the class in the Google Classroom, so you can have a look over there as well after the class. So what we'll do, and for this is, and that I have, yeah, I have arranged, yeah, made this document, and this is some of the basic stuff, right? For example, if you go through it, there are about some of the categories that belong to a certain article, right? And so we'll practice that today. And so, for example, there is Berufe, right? So for Berufe, you see, and why they come into the der, the masculine. So Berufe, yeah. So you see, it's Arzt, yeah, und Arztlehrer, Maler. So can somebody, yeah. So what we'll do right now is to, one of you will read out the following, and one also need to contribute one more uh, word or one more noun to the scheme, right? For example, if we are doing Berufe, let's say Maler, Lehrer, Arzt. So you need to contribute, like say engineer or something, or yeah, something else in the similar scheme of the word. Yeah, right? Is that agreeable to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, just can one of you just start? Yeah, yeah. One of you can start with
Yes,
the,
sir.
yeah, this scheme. Yeah. What's
There
this
are
about?
their level,
Yeah,
their
yeah,
mother, and one
yeah.
more,
Now you need to present an example of that. One more
their
example,
their Schauspieler.
right? Very good. And then let's move on to the second one, and this is about the Berufe as well, but this is feminine. Yeah. So can anyone read that out?
Die Arsten, die
The
Lehrerin,
Ärztin. The
Ersten,
Erd. Yeah. Just
die
a minute. There.
Lehrerin,
Yeah. Die Lehrerin.
die Malerin,
The Malerin. Right. And now you
äh,
need to give one example of that. One more example of that.
die Schülerin.
The Schulerin. Right. Okay. Then we move on to the third thing. Uh, then there are these are about the berufs, and some of the strategy that includes, and that is about endings. And if you remember endings and yeah, which falls into which category, masculine, feminine, or neutral, it becomes relatively easier to do that. Just a minute, someone wants to come in. Okay, so uh, yeah, here. So can someone read that out? What's that ending?
Chen.
Shen,
Shen. Shen. And what are the examples?
das,
Yeah. Can some?
Mädchen und Blut. Brochin.
Yeah. Shen, it's sort of a diminutive. Diminutive, you understand? Something which is klein. Yeah. It is not something like brot, das brot, that is the full one, but brotchen. So it's that form and it comes under. Although medicine, it's biologically, it's a feminine. Yeah, we understand that. But medicine, maidel is the maidel. Medicine, that is a small girl. Yeah, so that's why it falls under this category. Yeah, if someone wants to contribute to that category, uh, what one more word, if someone remembers,
Das Fenster.
thus. Thus, no, to this category, thus Fenster is okay. I don't have a problem with it, but since we are doing the categories such as this family of word, so
Yeah.
anyone? Uh,
Das Fraulein.
yeah, thus Fräulein, that's the next one, right? So we can, yeah, and let's move on to the next category, right? Verwandte. Verwandte, you understand, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Verwandte, relatives. And here we see that the masculine Verwandte, for example, here. Yeah, can someone read that out with the article?
Their
Their
father,
father,
Their
Yeah,
father, their uncle.
their uncle,
right.
their brother.
Their
their
Bruder,
brother.
yeah, their Sohn und so weiter.
Their,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And then there is another, yeah, series of Verwandte here. Can someone read that out?
die Mutter,
Die
die
Tochter,
Tochter,
die
die
Tante,
Tante,
Die
die
Tante,
Schwester,
die Oma,
die Schwester, right? And here about line, there are not many words with the line, but this also comes under thus, yeah, neutral. So line, it ends with Fräulein, right? So let's moving on to the Ling, this. So you know, was bedeutet Frühling? Weiß jemand? Frühling? Jemand? Okay. Any one of you knows Jahreszeiten? Jahreszeiten, seasons.
Frühling bedeutet Spring.
Frühling
It's
bedeutet Spring.
spring, right? And
Yeah.
then there is a second word over here. It's Schmetterling.
Their
Uh,
winter.
no,
Bedeutet butterfly.
yeah, butterfly. Also
Yeah.
die Wörter mit der Endung ling, sie fallen in diesen Kategorie, ja. Der masculine, right? Let's move on to this one, and I'm sure you would be able to contribute over here. Das, ja, Nomen Endung mit ung. Ja. Kann jemand das vorlesen? Kann jemand das vorlesen?
Die Wohnung,
Die
die
Wohnung,
Kleidung,
ja,
die,
and one
Die
die
more.
Reich,
Forschung,
Die Prüfung,
Irkeller.
die,
die
Irkellerum.
Reichung,
Forschung,
yeah, die Übung,
Rechnung,
yeah, and many more. Like even in your
Rechnung, die
die Ordnung, yeah, right? Any more?
Irkellerum.
die,
Erklärung,
die Reichung.
uh, right, right. Yeah, I have not understood that, but
Forschung,
yeah, go on. If there are some more,
Forschung,
Rechnung,
Die Packung,
yeah,
die Packung.
yeah. Packung,
die
Die
Forschung,
Rechnung,
Bestellung. Die Bestellung.
yeah. So all of these, Bestellung and all of these, they come under D, right? So I think that's easy to remember. Yeah. So Endung mit ung, that comes under
Lösung, die Lösung.
die Lösung. Exactly. So yeah, we'll move forward to the next category, and that's neutral. And what do I mean here by non-German words? That yeah, words with origin in other languages, right? For example, and just a minute. Yeah. So origin with in other languages. So for example, can someone read that out? All of it? Yeah, yeah, with the article, of course. Dustbin. Yeah, cafe, restaurant. Yeah, exception in this case would be their computer, right? It means their computer. Okay. So this is about the non-German words which end up in the neutral category. No, those we are auf Deutsch sagt man Lehnworte. Yeah, Lehn, borrowed words from the other languages, right? So now let's move on to this category, right? Die Wochentage. Just a minute. Yeah, die Wochentage. Is that clear? What do I mean by Wochentage? And suppose, yeah,
Sir, week.
Weekdays.
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 Weekends.
So yeah, can someone do it like can someone name one day? Each of you can name one day. And
Montag.
Montag,
Montag.
Dienstag,
Mittwoch.
Dienstag,
the point of this exercise is to do it with the articles, right? Tag, der Tag. So all of it would end in
Their
der
der,
Montag.
Mon, der
der
Montag,
Montag. Yeah,
Die
der Dienstag,
Tag. Der Mittwoch.
Die Sonntag.
yeah, der Freitag.
Samstag.
der
Die
Samstag,
Samstag.
der
Yeah,
Sonntag,
yeah. Mittwoch.
Der Dienstag.
Yeah, der Dienstag. No, no. You need to
Dienstag,
Dienstag.
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 Dienstag,
Dienstag.
Okay.
Der Donnerstag. Donnerstag.
Donnerstag. Donnerstag.
Donnerstag,
Yeah. Der Mittwoch. Yeah. If someone forgot that one, der Mittwoch, Wednesday. Okay, so let's move on to the next category. That is mit der Endung tech. Yeah. This comes under feminine. Yeah. Can someone read that out?
Die Bibliothek.
Die Bibliothek. Was bedeutet Bibliothek?
Library.
Library.
Library. Yeah. Und die nächste?
Then die Diskothek.
Discothek. That's clear. That's also a Lane word, but it is converted into a German form, right? So discothek, bibliothek. So the words ending with this particular ending, yeah, thek. It
The
falls under,
apotheke.
yeah, the apotheke. That's thek. That's a little different. Okay, so now we move on to this category, and this is something interesting. Maybe more of you can contribute here. Yeah. So verbs as nouns, right? In German, we have this ability that we can man sagt, verbalisieren.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Where are you?
Yeah, I lost connection, so that's why. Now, can you see it again? The text.
No,
Is that
sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No,
okay?
sir.
Let me know. Let me know when. Yeah.
A. Sneha. Wieso kann Sie sehen?
Okay. Now, is that visible to all of you?
You are
No,
visible,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay. I'll just.
Nur Sneha kann sehen.
Sneha kann auch nicht sehen, aber sie sagt.
Okay. Yeah,
Sie
just.
sagt zweimal.
Okay. Now.
Divya und Abhijit Ruish.
Danke.
Okay.
Ja, jetzt kann ich sehen, sir.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about Verbalisierung or Nominalisierung. Verbalisierung is that when you convert a noun into a verb. So in German we have this uh, something which is not that easy to do in English. For example, you can't say, uh, for example, let's say eating. So you need to convert that, but in German you can just say essen. That would be a verb, as well as when it's converted, it would be a proper noun, right? So yeah, so can someone read that out? This category?
Das Singen,
Yeah,
das Lesen,
yeah,
das Malen,
yeah,
das Essen,
yeah.
to das Schreiben.
Das Schreiben,
Tanzen.
Das
das
Tanzen.
das Tanzen,
Das Lernen,
yeah, das Lernen, yeah. Someone can, yeah, of course, say that Lernen.
Studieren.
Arbeiten.
Uh, it's more of Arbeit. Some of the things which are, see, this happens with the verbs which are not as like, they don't have an equivalent in the, say, noun form. For example, for as someone mentioned, Arbeiten, we already have that word, right? The Arbeit, right? Before. But in other cases, this works out, right? So where there is no such thing as, for example, that there is a corresponding noun to it, then we can simply do this one, yeah, that were verbs as nouns, right?
das
And
Leben,
das
Das
Leben,
Leben.
exactly. Das Leben, das, yeah, wohnen, you can also,
Das Reden.
das
Das
reden,
Schreiben.
no, it doesn't work.
Schlafen.
Schlaf,
Das
Posten,
Schreiben.
yeah,
Posten,
das Leben works because yeah, it's similar. Das Schlafen, das Reden doesn't work because we already have the word die Rede, yeah, to talk.
Das Schreiben.
Schwimmen. Schwimmen. Das Schwimmen.
Yes, Schwimmen, that works, yeah, because there is no Schwimmerei
Yeah.
or something. So it depends on whether there is a corresponding noun word already. If there isn't, we can make a verb as a noun, right? So let's moving forward to this. The Monate, that's clear, I suppose.
ja,
Yeah. So one can just do
Ja.
Die
der
Tage.
Januar, der
uh,
Februar,
yeah, der Februar,
der
Der
März,
März.
der April, der Mai,
up, yeah,
der Juni, der
Juni,
Juli,
yeah,
der
August.
August, der
yeah,
September,
November.
der
Oktober भूल गया.
Oktober,
October,
der November, der
yeah,
Dezember.
December.
December.
Okay. So these are they always, the Wochentage and Monate, you can club it together, that they always have masculine ending, right? They are masculine article. And now let's move on to this category. I think you may be able to contribute over here. So what's the ending over here?
Height.
Height, right?
Und Height.
And
Height.
die Gesundheit,